Okay, so I am trying out a couple of more games that I have picked up on the Steam Winter Sale. Assassin's Creed 2 first, probably Fallout New Vegas after that. So I don't know if anybody cares to drop in, but I will jump into the chat on my phone, see if anybody shows up. Probably give it a couple of minutes. For both of these, of course, I do want to have a 2-hour timer set so that I can tell, kind of keep within the Steam. What am I trying to say here? Within the Steam refund window, right. So, Assassin's Creed 2 says it's not designed to support controllers, so I may wind up having to play it on keyboard and mouse, which should be interesting, because I'm actually more experienced on keyboard and mouse with games in general, but not with parkour games. So, yeah, let me go ahead and set my 2-hour timer, get my, here we go, hour 50 really, and get Assassin's Creed booted up so that I can make sure everything works. Check that out. Get the source kind of figured out and sized properly. So yeah, I do not know if anybody is is available to actually hang out today, but that's fine. I can stream and yap, and maybe somebody will show up. Okay, running install scripts. Oh. Certainly running through a bunch of setup here. Let's see. Controller. Yeah, it says it's using a community. Oh, and I have to log into Ubisoft? Fun times. I don't think I even have an Ubisoft account. Let me turn off capture for a minute so that my password is not shown on the screen, because that seems like something I should probably avoid. So create new Ubisoft account. Okay. No, date first. And because the inputs are, because it's a community input for an Xbox controller, it's probably going to be screwing up my Nintendo reflexes again. So we will see how that goes. Excuse me. Invalid password. Oh, and it has to have special characters. None of my other gaming passwords had to have special characters. Okay. Username. Alrighty. Do not share my data for marketing. Create account. Verification code. I'm sure this is all very entertaining. Okay. Create account. And now log in. This is certainly a lot of project. I mean, I suppose I would have had to do it for EA if I didn't already have an EA account. Oh, shushed. That was an alarm for something else. Okay. Alrighty, log in. Activate a key. Do I have to go get that from Steam somewhere? Well, this might not be working. Let's see. View in my library. This could be a problem. Let's see. Obviously, if I find where my game key is, I don't want it appearing on stream, so I apologize for the continuing black screen. Let's see. Support. Technical issue. Not really finding the correct technical issue. see. Find out how to contact Ubisoft support. Do I want to be asked to contact Ubisoft support? I am uncertain. This is complicated. This is more complicated than I expected. Let's see. Let us try some Googling. Steam, Ubisoft. How do I even start to Google? Man, this is a weird amount to deal with for a game that I was expecting to be frustrating, but not until I got into the gameplay. So, let's see if I can find anything useful. Ubisoft Steam game key, where to find. Okay, if you are asked to provide a game key, yes, you value my privacy, decline cookies. Could mean the game has been activated on a different... If you are launching an older Ubisoft game, you can find the key directly in Steam. Okay, where? These games appear in the Steam library when I right-click the game and select Manage CD Keys. Manage. Properties? Installed files. Controller. Install DLC Deluxe CD key. That didn't take me anywhere that looks helpful. Let's try that again. Manage. Let's see. Manage my one DLC. That is just taking me to the front page of the store. I've been tussling with this for nearly 15 minutes. I feel like, hi Sharpie, I am failing to get Assassin's Creed to work. I have the screen blackened right now because I'm looking for my game key, and obviously I don't want that publicly broadcasted. But yeah, Ubisoft is demanding the CD key or activation code for the game, and I'm supposed to be able to find that in my Steam library, but I've gone through like all of the places that it said that it should be, and it is not showing up there. So I'm thinking I may give up and just refund this one, because it is not launching. Like, it got as far as making me make an Ubisoft account, and now it just won't actually acknowledge the game. So that's yeah, I can, let's see. Well, if my mouse will not suddenly glitch out. What is wrong? My computer is freezing. Yeah, maybe try another game or something. One sec. My mouse was freezing for a minute. But let me, there we go, get into, turn my screen capture back on. Yeah, I guess I'll just uninstall this. It's annoying because I did want to at least try it, see if the parkour mechanics are less annoying when they're not in Jedi Fallen Order with also having like half a Dark Souls game attached to them. But I guess I'm gonna uninstall that. And then, let's see, where was manage? Let's see. Yeah, let me, not fantastic, yeah. Your Will Scotian is fun. Let me jump into Steam support then and just refund that real quick. Jiminy Christmas. So far I have bought, I think, like 5 games in the Steam winter sale and refunded 3 of them. So that is indeed not fantastic. Where's the actual help-a-majigger again? Verify integrity. Help me with my issue. Assassin's Creed 2. Gameplay. The game does not start. I'd like to request a refund. Will remove, yes. Refund to Steam wallet, yes. Okay. Okay. Ubisoft account required an activation key I could not find. I'm doing this on my phone, which is why you're not seeing it on the stream at all. And clicking the deluxe CD key DLC in my library just sent me to the Steam store front page. Decided not to wrestle with it further. Thank you. There we go. So that's yeah, a squad that's Wedge and Hobby together definitely needs somebody lighthearted. Okay, so Assassin's Creed 2 should hopefully be refunded within the next little bit. Fallout New Vegas is the other thing that I want to test today. I am warned it's built on the Skyrim engine, so since I found Skyrim unbearably clunky, I may very well find Fallout New Vegas also unbearably clunky, but I figured I may as well give it a shot. I'm trying out like so many things this winter. Yay, arc plans for Will. Also glad to see you. I wasn't sure anybody would show up at all. Okay, so let me set a fresh 2-hour timer. And we will see about getting into Fallout New Vegas. thinking about it. Now, when I tried Skyrim, it took me a good 10 minutes. Detect my video hardware, okay, whatever. Skyrim tried to do that too. Video settings set for ultra high quality. Let's see. Oh, let me drop my volume a bit on my end. That's kind of loud. Okay, now let's add a source for that. Okay, game capture, Fallout, New Vegas. Okay, capture specific window. Oh, and that's just the launcher, so it may not. Let's actually cancel that. Okay. Let's delete that source real quick. And let's see, options. It's been a day. Yeah, family, when you're an introvert, even when they're an excellent family, you can get burnt out on them. Yeah, I am just here, and you can mute me or leave if you need to. So much easier to handle. Okay, let's play. Okay, let's see if I'm trying to figure out when is a good time to Alt-Tab out, because right now it's playing like the game logos and stuff. Looks like it is not a very good streaming size, so I'll fiddle with that once I gain control and can pause. Okay, we got a menu. Excellent. So now I can tab out and set up a new capture properly. Fallout, New Vegas. Okay, capture specific window. There we go. Okay. Pull that down here. Turn off full screen capture. And I had this problem with Skyrim too. Let's see if I can get it anywhere near a size. Let's see. Settings, gameplay, kill cam mode, hardcore off, difficulty, I will take the easiest possible. Don't know what True Iron Sights is. Display, brightness I think is fine. I'm giving it a few seconds to see if it's capturing at all, but it does not seem to be, so. What in Christ's name? Why is it rotated? Okay. That's a new one on me. Let's try to get it something like the right size. Okay. Yeah, you're hitting about 200 words a day, and that is not to be sneezed at all. Okay, let's see. HUD color. That's all fine for now, I guess. I guess that's all ultra high settings, so if it's glitchy, I can drop those. Subtitles on. Audio. Is the audio good, by the way? I've got some, or I did have some music in the background. It just faded out, apparently. Controls. Let's see. Attack with right trigger. Activate with A. Block with left trigger. Ready and reload with X. Sneak by clicking left stick. Jump with Y. Change view with left bumper. Pip-Boy, whatever that is, with B. Wait with left D-pad. VATS with right bumper. Grab with right stick. Awesome, glad the audio is good. So, yeah, I absent-mindedly didn't buy the bundle that has all the DLC in it when I was picking this up, so even if I like it, I may have to refund it and like repurchase the other version because it's like being weird about it, but let's start and see if I even like it. Start a new game, yes.
Changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves, forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Okay, so I start by dying. That's interesting.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Sure, I'll use the same character name I always do.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Okay, that is the funniest excuse for character customization I've ever heard. Age from slightly pinker to slightly yellower. I mean, I don't expect to be looking at this much since it seems to be first person. Like most character sliders, you can get real uncanny valley at the edges. Yeah, I guess this is as good as any. Hairstyle, hair color. Let's see. That is certainly a look. So's that. Honestly, that'll do as good as any.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Right stick, I got a compass right under my HP bar. Bunch of stuff over here in the corner. Bunch of stuff over here on the desk. As with Skyrim, I can yoink anything and everything, but I don't really know how to access it after I do.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Yeah, pretty fair customization. And then I guess I guess this is how I what? Spec into, I have no idea what. Let's see. Looks like strength, perception, endurance. And I kinda start with 5 points in each of these. And I can spend 5 points total to either max one of them. Oh, it spells special. That's an interesting choice. I guess I have 5 points to go or to use, so I could max out one early, or I could kind of spread it across several. I have no idea what would be good because I've never played one of these games. Let's see. Luck affects all skills. Agility. Intelligence. Yeah, definitely not expecting you to be much of any help here. Unarmed, health, resistance, survival. Explosives, lockpick, energy weapons, accuracy, compass range. Melee, unarmed, inventory weight, damage, and weapon effectiveness. A lot of decisions. Let's try point in strength, point in perception, one in endurance, one in intelligence. And then one in luck. Sure, why not?
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn and drop it. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Sit down on the couch. To jump, push Y.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House.
Burglarize.
Night. Bandit. Light. Mother. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I have no idea what any of this affects.
I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixing to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Only a little.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Not in a video game.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
That is some choices.
about this one? Last one.
Honestly, it looks like a mountain valley.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Not for the faint of heart or the serious of temperament. Sure, why not? I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing here.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
I don't know if I'm meant to yoink all his stuff or not. Pretty much a girl, Wes. I mean, I have a type. Why would I steal a chessboard? I can never quite figure out, or I couldn't in Skyrim, how to like access my inventory and equip stuff.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for.
Oh, good
You should
tight,
talk to
thank
Sunny
you.
Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Playing a new hardcore mode. I will not activate hardcore mode for a first time playthrough. Thank you. And I can see that my compass is pointing me this way. So I guess that's where I'll head. The movement controls aren't as awkward as Skyrim, I'll give it that.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
I feel like I might know this voice actor. I'm gonna Google real quick. This is not getting me so much further to figuring out if I'm enjoying the gameplay, but let's see. Cast and crew. Yeah, nobody I recognize off the top of my head. Yeah, figuring out voice actors is always interesting.
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. Don't get me wrong, The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. They just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
I still haven't figured out if I managed to equip any of my stuff. I appear to be wearing a glove now. My hands are empty. I can block, I can attack.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Sure. Yeah, I don't need to be stealing her stuff yet.
Hey there.
Chatty fella. How do I get out behind the saloon? Because I don't know how I got in here. This where I'm meant to be?
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
I don't actually see the sarsaparilla bottles. Where's the... Ah. Okay. Is this still my attack button? That didn't seem to hit.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
Aim in. Okay, aim in with left trigger.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
There's my crouch button.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Wouldn't have set up targets against the wall of an occupied building? Yeah. I also wouldn't be walking around with my gun sighted in, but I'm not sure how to put it away. I have my actual finger off of the trigger button for now, so there's that.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Okay, so crouch. I'm not trying to pickpocket her right now.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Sure. Kill the geckos at the well. I see a red thing on my compass. I assume that's like an enemy that I'm like facing. Don't see it on the screen yet. Couple of enemies now. Don't really know what shape I'm looking for. Am I dead or are they dead? Whew. I don't think I actually took much damage, but it's a tutorial. Let's see. Gecko hide, gecko meat.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's
Wonder
2
if
more wells
they're
that still
edible.
need clearing.
Hi,
If
Bryn.
you want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Oh, and I have to keep track of my ammo? Fun times. Hey, Bryn. Sharpie, Bryn is a really old friend of mine from back in, like 2010, 2011. Deep Space Nine rewatch is how we met. To enter VATS, push RB. What's VATS? Assisted targeting system. Chance I will hit. Attack, change body parts. Attacks I can make is limited by my action points, so currently it looks like I can only make a couple. Okay, so I guess this is the, no, I'm not trying to attack her. I guess this is the pause attack menu. Sure, I'll select and target that. And accept action. And then attack that one. Accept action. Boom. And then my action points slowly regenerate. Did she go around this way? Yeah. And that was what, right bumper again? I think she got the rest of them.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Sure.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Okay. Do I have a map, or am I just noodling around getting turned around? I think the town was up yonder ways. Can I view my quests, or... No, that's not what I was trying to do. The controls, figuring out how to access my inventory or anything else is what kind of drove me crazy in Skyrim, and I'm not enjoying it here either. I think the town was up this a ways, but I am going purely on my instincts, and in a game this old, my instincts for remembering unique terrain are not necessarily going to serve me well, because a bunch of it may be copy and pasted. This I don't think is where I was aiming for, because I was aiming to get back to the saloon of the town. Swore I saw this intersection before, but I don't see the saloon. Oh, now I do. I see the blinky. I think I'm a block down from where I thought I was. I don't remember how to run or anything. Yeah, I used to stream Mass Effect for Bryn back in the day. Like, we are talking years, probably close to a decade ago at this point. Been a long time since I saw Bryn in one of my streams. Good to see you again. Okay, now I'm back at the saloon. And I was looking for, what, schoolhouse and... Where's it keep my quest log? Oof. Oh, let's put down a save because I am turned around. Weapons, clothing, ammo, crafting, reputation, hardcore mode, movement, let's see, reload weapon, jump, grab, view switch, healing, crippling, radiation, repair, hotkeys, compass, If I have an active quest, so the compass ought to be telling me where those locations are that she told me about. Maps are located in my Pit Boys data section, so I guess that might be B for map. Quest screen. Okay, experience points. Hacking, lockpicking. Oh god. They have breakable lockpicks again. That's like it was in Skyrim. Hi, Amanda. Even playing multiple times you get turned around in this location. Email notification. Yeah, I've been just sending links to various people in Discord when I start streaming. I could add you to the list if you want. I hear YouTube notifications are kind of unreliable. I'm definitely starting to understand why streamers have usually a Discord server that they can ping when they go live so that they only have to send a link to one person. Sorry, I'm facing my phone instead of my computer as if chat can hear me better if I'm looking at it. But, let's see. Stealth state. Crimes. Karma. Dialogue. Barter. Drugs. Radio signals, blackjack, slots, roulette, betting, deck building. Excuse me. This is a lot of stuff. So, let's see. Okay. This, I don't know. Okay, I actually... Yeah, Dreamwood's email notifications might do it. Yeah, I need to take a quick break and stretch and so forth. I've been running for about an hour. Because I'm on a 2-hour refund timer to figure out whether I like this game, I am going to actually save and quit out so that I can pause that timer, and I'll be back in a few more minutes. So, let's see, we'll... overwrite this save. Okay. Quit out. Exit game. Alrighty. Okay, and here we go. On break. And I will mute my mic and be back in a few minutes. Okay, I am back. I think I'm actually gonna leave Fallout sit for a while, think about how it was so far, probably take another crack at it later. Uh, see if it's something I want to continue with, because I think I did mention a little bit ago that there's a bundle that includes all the DLC, and I didn't pick that up. I meant to before, but I wasn't quite thinking straight, so I might want to refund this version and buy the bundle anyway, because it looked like it was going to charge me the full amount for just the DLC if I tried to pick that up in addition. But it definitely is not annoying me nearly as much as Skyrim, which is a start. I still am going to need to poke around and figure out how my inventory works. But definitely not as mad about it as I was about Skyrim. So I might wind up keeping, some version of this. But for now, I think I might switch to playing something else. The DLC are worth playing through, yeah, and if I can get a game plus 6 DLC for $7.50 instead of just the game for $5, that is very much, worth it, even if I only wind up playing a little bit of the DLC. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to refund this, pick up the bundle version, and kind of keep that and see how I do playing through it. 'Cause it definitely is. I'm definitely enjoying it more than Skyrim for sure. A lot of extra content, that's good to know. So, yeah, I'm thinking, kind of looking at what else I have installed, I'm thinking I might actually run Powerwash Simulator demo, at least a bit. Kind of see if, because even right now on sale, Powerwash Simulator is $12.50. It's a chunk of change. So I've been kind of hesitant to pick it up, but Leia's been playing it, and so if we both had it, we could do co-op play. And I do like co-op. So, unless everybody finds it absolutely boring, I think I'm gonna boot this up and kind of see how it goes. But yeah, I'm glad y'all have showed up here, and let me know if there's anything that I have installed that you'd like me to switch to. Because yeah, it's good to see all of you. Let's see, privacy. Can't say this is okay. Right stick. Data subject, GDPR, personal data, managing account. Use of cookies. Let's see. Options. Language English. Controller. I may be messing with the sensitivity later. Field of view. crosshair. Aim mode toggle. Graphics. VSync, texture quality, all that good stuff. Washing mode, standard or legacy. Audio. Controls. So I have my standard menu button. Left stick. Right stick click. I have a sprint option. Let's see. Toggle washers, left D-pad. Rotate nozzle, show dirt. Next nozzle. This is a lot of controls. Well, I guess we'll just try it. Okay. Select nozzle, select soap, jump, select extension. Okay, so I walk with left and control with right stick. Indicator cleaned. Headlight cleaned. Okay, now the question is, do I run out of like water or cleanser or whatever eventually, or is it just a very soothing, you can keep hosing things down until they are hosed? I noticed they call it a bonnet instead of a hood. I wonder if this works with gyro, because if I could get this linked up to my Joy-Cons with gyro, that would be the most, because I don't really like fidgeting with right stick, but with gyro or possibly mouse, this could be an extraordinarily soothing game and well worth $12.50. I don't know, are y'all having any fun at all watching this? Yeah, looks UK from calling it a bonnet. Definitely does. I know nothing about the manufacturer or anything of that. Hubcap cleaned. let's see. It said I have a jump button, right? Or no, that's not what I wanted. Cleaning liquids. Different nozzle. I wasn't trying to... Interesting. I'm trying to figure out how to jump up on the stoop. Yeah, continue demo. Makes you think of all the cleaning fun you're not having in real life. Have the energy to putter around with paper towels and a bottle of Quat. Always fun. Okay, I can pick up and place that. Okay. Can I just walk up onto it? There we go. Change stance so I can crouch. A to jump. Okay. Watched an escape room game playthrough that reminds you of this? Yeah, I could see that. Having to hold right trigger the whole time might not be the best for my shoulder. I'm not sure. So I guess I just got the pop-up message for my next job after this. Let's see. Show dirt. Do I have to... I mean, I can see that it's dirt. Do I need to use a special cleanser for it? Aim mode. Open, close tablet. That I got. Okay, so I don't have to hold it. I can just toggle it on with left D-pad. if it were properly UK based. Hi, VQ. Yeah, Assassin's Creed 2, I could not even get to start. I got as far as creating the Ubisoft account, and then it was demanding a game key that I could not find, and so I wound up not even being able to get into it. Had to put in a refund for that one. So I did try Fallout New Vegas, and it's significantly less infuriating than Skyrim. I might be keeping that one. I did buy the wrong version. There's a DLC bundle I wanted to buy, so I'm probably going to exchange that. But right now I have the demo for Powerwash Simulator. Might need glass cleaner for the windows. Yeah, let's see, what was I looking at? Yeah, because I thought I had glass cleaner going on, but maybe I need, no, wrong button. Maybe I need a smaller nozzle? Okay. That's kinda scouring it. There we go. Window cleaned. Yeah, this is definitely interesting. Yeah, I've been hesitant to pick up Powerwash Simulator because it's $12.50 even on sale, but if there's 100 levels and they're all this detailed, might be good value. Definitely see why Leia's been enjoying it. Let's see, wrong button again. There we are. Let's try metal cleaner. Let's try a slightly larger nozzle. Will that do it? That might need... Let's see, and then for that we can go back to glass cleaner. Really having to scour the mildew off here. Soap nozzle? Yeah, let me check the nozzles. Turbo, soap nozzle. The soap nozzle is like 65 degrees it looks like, so probably for smearing soap on there. The sound effects are very soothing. Okay, let's see. Need to get... Oh, I keep tabbing out of the demo, out of the job instead of out of the tablet. Numbers go up. Yes, the most fun thing. There we go. Let's try... Wrong button. Let's try placing this back here, get a good look at what's left. Wrong button. Back to metal cleaner. Oh, that's filthy. Maybe a larger nozzle for that one. Have not played Powerwash Simulator, you're just backseat gaming. I mean, isn't that what stream chat is really for? Let's go back to 0. Glass cleaner. Let's see. Tires, body, hubcaps, grill, doors, bumpers. So they're... I keep accidentally tabbing out of the demo. So... Didn't I have a crouch button a second ago? Yeah. Hard to see. I guess that's what was it the show dirt? There we are. So we have a show dirt button, which helps with the darker areas like that. Let's get a wider... I'm still figuring out the controls. wider nozzle for this. And then, wasn't there a way to rotate the nozzle? No, that's aim mode. There was definitely a way to rotate the nozzle. Yeah, tires, and I noticed they're calling these wing mirrors as well. Is that British? I'd call them side mirrors. Grill cleaned. Hubcap cleaned. Tire cleaned. The show dirt button is really helping. Ow. Door cleaned. I suspect I need the narrowest nozzle for this, for getting around the seams of the door, unless I can actually open the door. I don't know. Looks like a Ford Transit. Windscreen instead of windshield. I think I already cleaned that, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's try a slightly larger nozzle. Wow, there's still a lot of like tiny bits of dirt. Like the super tiniest. I swore I cleaned the roof before. body cleaned. Okay, to do. So it just needs 2 more tires, 3 of the doors, and both bumpers finished off. That's a start. Let's try crouching down again. Huh, it looks like it's still showing some more on the doors and stuff, but bumper. Okay. I thought I got the front bumper, but maybe not quite. I'm not seeing any dirt indicated on it. I'm not seeing any dirt indicated on this bumper. But, that tire I got. This tire. Okay, I should be good on all tires. Oh, back edge of this. Wow, that bumper. Is there some more on this back edge? I don't see any. Ah, needed to get the underneath edge. Fascinating. And then, yeah, just this door, I guess. Let's do the wider nozzle. There we go. Job complete. Extraordinary Dr. Powerwash. Okay, so and then I get kind of a speed run of how I did it. Okay, and then I get $100. New neighbor, first customer, clean the detached house, Muckingham. Yeah, definitely sounds very British. We don't have a lot of place names ending in ham here. Let's see. Demo, full game, options. Okay, now that I have a bit more feel for... So I have a sprint. I don't know what I'd use it for. I have a jump, toggle washer, select muzzle. Oh, rotate was left trigger. Okay. And then equip. Oh, I guess equipped would be the left menu button. Okay. Continue demo. New Hampshire, the Hamptons, Alabama, really, VQ? Are you guys having fun though? Because I think I'm having fun, but I don't want to, bore everybody. The old house of Esther Diath played a wicked witch and vanished mysteriously. The grubby exterior is really getting to us. Loading level. Continue. Okay. And I came here in my shiny new van, which is cool. I have a short ladder and a tall ladder now. And a filthy house and a filthy driveway. Let's see. I have an assortment of nozzles, an assortment of extensions, some different cleaning liquids for wood, multi-purpose, and stone. Happy just chilling? Yeah, I'm really glad to hang out with y'all. Let's see if stone helps with the driveway. I'm still not sure what the amounts are about. Like, I have 2 liters, 3 liters. I don't want to like run out, but let me see. Super weird, creepy sign on the outside of the house is nothing to worry about. I'm sure. If I was actually power washing a driveway, I'd probably want to work towards the street. But I don't know that it matters in the game. Home is where the hombres are. Interesting. Yeah, that's gonna need some extra work. Oh, that was filthy, filthy. Somehow I doubt power washing would actually be good for a ceiling like that, but it's a video game. I'll probably need to take the wood cleaner to the railing anyway, so I'm not being super picky about that part right now. Trying to wind yourself down for sleep. Yeah, Viscera Cleanup is not something that I will be playing, I think. I'm glad this is soothing, Amanda. Yeah, we have a vast assortment of time zones here, so always fun. I think the porch might actually be wood too, now that I can actually see it. So that's fine. I'm not sure what's with my mouse sensitivity all of a sudden. Or I say mouse, I mean right stick. And then I can tell the foundation is brick now that it's slightly less filthy. Viscera cleanup is more sci-fi themed. It's like alien test subject parts. Still doesn't quite sound like my bag. I am easily squicked out. Let's see, am I on the widest, I seem to be on the widest nozzle. Aw, a pet just walked across or something. Either I missed it or it was longer ago than it looks like. And I see that the upper left corner actually does tell me if this is stone, so I know if I'm using the right cleaner. I think I backed into a hedge, yeah. Sorry, sir, the puppy paws stay. Yeah. It'd be cute to be able to keep those even with kind of cleaning up the gunk. Ooh, sidewalk clean. Shiny, one segment done. Bricks multi-purpose. Okay, so it tells me which cleanser is best to use on each surface, which is nice. Speaking of time zones, you better go have dinner. Bye, have fun. Puppy paws are a renewable resource. Hope to see you again sometime, Bryn. Okay, let's do the driveway because that's also very kind of rhythmic, small enough to focus on. I'm getting the feel that focusing on one small area at a time is going to be the best way to run this. So, yeah, sorry I'm not being quite as chatty, I guess. I am having a lot of fun And I'm glad you guys are hanging out. It's, yeah, I keep testing out different video games and, you know, finding, it's very interesting, just kind of finding out which ones don't work, which ones I enjoy. It's a lot going on. So once the Steam Winter Sale is over and I hopefully have, you know, an assortment of games that I am more or less enjoying, I'm probably going to focus more on actually playing those instead of just trying out new demos and seeing what happens. So, yeah, because I mean, I could probably, like, you know, either play games on request or just fill up a spinny wheel and see what happens, because it's like, I'm definitely picking up Hades. I want to finish Boyfriend Dungeon. I think at this point I am probably going to be picking up Powerwash Simulator unless the ladder physics turn very annoying in the rest of this level, because I do have a fear of heights. But probably going to pick up Powerwash Simulator. And I have, you know, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Breath of the Wild. I have this whole slew of massive games that I could play on stream. So I'm not going to run out for a while, as long as people are enjoying hanging out with me and watching them. Because that's really what I stream for, is just to hang out with friends and kind of have something so that we don't just, you know, because if you're trying to just hang out, it's not hard to run into, you know, we don't know what to talk about, basically. One thing at a time and not getting sidetracked by side quests. Yeah, for once. This is, I guess, a good, good game for not getting sidetracked by side quests, because it is very, at least so far, the power washing is very, oh, driveway edge cleaned. Very kind of segmented. So it gives you a little congratulations, you cleaned this or you cleaned that. So you can kind of focus on one thing and progress along in a way that wouldn't necessarily work in another game that wants you to be running around doing side quests all over the place. And I definitely want to continue with Jedi Fallen Order as well. Just that one, because I am so very good at getting stuck in it, kind of runs on Jabber's schedule, because, ooh, driveway cleaned. So it doesn't make you really necessarily clean 100% of it. It just makes you get enough that, that it's like, okay, that's good. Okay, so that is now, I got the driveway, got the sidewalk. The house still looks awful, but that's honestly a start. I might check out a demo for House Flipper. Very happy you added the side quest to retrieval. Yeah, it's different in stories. Stories need a few side quests. Yeah, I might, given how much of my life in real time I spent on home renovations, I've not really considered looking into the game House Flipper, but excuse me, but yeah, I guess it might be something that ooh, a soccer ball. I do like a soccer ball that I could look into. Let's see. So there's a back porch as well. And then I guess we're probably going to have to get up on the roof at some friggin' point. In real life, I do not do roofs, but I guess we're here. Stories are very different. Yeah, I definitely want to continue with Jedi Fallen Order. Jabber's just been busy with Christmas shit. Let's see, garage door. Which kind of cleaner did I want again? Let's see. I have stone cleaner, multi-purpose, or wood cleaner. Multi-purpose works, I guess. Interesting. I note that the painted symbol doesn't come off. House Flipper is popular with people who like Powerwash Simulator. Not realistic in the least. Yeah, if it's got a demo, I'll take a look, yeah. I'm not sure I love the wet surface visual effects because they keep making it look dirty when it's not, but garage door cleaned. That's one more piece. I guess the garage door molding is part of something different. Okay, let's see. Trying to figure out. Yeah, interesting little glyphs here. I guess I'll see about getting up onto the roof because that's kind of the thing that I will object to if I'm going to object to it. Okay, so it tells me some specific kinds of places that the ladder can go. Okay. Let's try cleaning the roof of this little dormer. What did we have? Multi-purpose cleaner. Excellent. Got a lot of lichen or something that's not washing off. Still need to pick up Cache Cleaner. What is Cache Cleaner about? I saw it, I was seeing some YouTube videos about it when I was checking out gameplay videos on some other demos and stuff, but I didn't really notice. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is still fucking filthy according to the dirt readout. What happens if I change nozzles? Okay, I have to kind of scrub harder to get the lichen off. Cash cleaner is money laundering. Sounds interesting. How does it work on a gameplay level? You know what this is doing is giving me a lot more practice with precise joystick control than I have ever had in my life before. So that could be interesting for developing skills for other games, because I am not very used to joysticks and I struggle with them pretty consistently, like facing my character in the right direction and such stuff. But this, because I have to point it so precisely at the dirt, but there's not, like, as far as I've found out yet, there's not like time pressure. It really kinda is a good workout for that. Okay, I think that's most of the lichen on this edge. Let's try a slightly bigger nozzle. Drops of duffel bags to your underground lab and you have to clean it up. NPCs give you criminal requests, but you mostly count, sort, clean, and move valuable objects. The sorting machines have a good sound. Yeah, there are a lot of games in the world that I'm like, I could try a demo. Okay, what I want to find out right now is whether I take fall damage if I walk off of here. I do not. Excellent. That's much better. Okay, so let's change up the nozzle a bit. And the toggle instead of hold for the wash function is definitely very helpful. I wonder if the 0% nozzle would also help get the paint marks off the garage door. I don't know, because it did say the garage door was cleaned, even though the paint is still very much on there. But I think the paint might be like plotty, so that's also a question. I'm not really sure what my what's going on with my movement. I don't know if I'm making poltergeist sounds or if the place is actually haunted. I have no health bar. You would use a keyboard and mouse. Leia was asking me the other day, she was saying that she was thinking about buying a controller for it, so I was like, maybe controller is the way to go, but yeah, I could, well, let me check my, let's see if I can figure out where I was seeing the keybinds and check what the controller options are. Basic WASD keys, spacebar to jump, very Mass Effect. Left control to toggle your crouch, left shift for sprint, which is also very Mass Effect, or in Mass Effect left shift is actually pause, but can clip into objects and bust the game? Well, you can. That's usually not a problem I have, although Pokemon Scarlet I did once try to do a no teleport run and a drowsy clipped me inside of a ruins wall and I had to teleport out because I couldn't get out. Use washer, left mouse button, toggle washer, right mouse button, select nozzle, extension, mouse wheel, rotate with, yeah, that might, yeah, let me turn on my, I wonder if it'll give the game a fit if I just unplug the controller and boot up my mouse. Let's... A lot of indie games will have crouch and strafe even if there's no guns or enemies. Yeah, Mass Effect buttons will be pretty consistent. That's helpful to know. Okay, let's see. Boot up mouse. Alrighty. That seems to be working. Let's unplug the controller so it doesn't get confused. There we go. Okay, let's see. And then I can switch it on with right click. Okay. E for inventory. Current loadout. Okay, so, and it tells me, I guess, what my current washer can do. A wide fan at the expense of pressure, good balance, narrow fan of water, maximum pressure. Used with cleaning liquids to rapidly cut through all dirt types, but I guess if I do that, that's when the cleaning liquids start to kind of run out of however many liters I have. Aiming is usually your determining factor. That makes sense. I have heard that mouse aim is better than controller aim. And let's see. Turbo nozzle. Increases the area of effect while maintaining maximum pressure. Well, that sounds helpful. And then clothing, right now I just have one default outfit because I'm in the demo. So, let's see. Okay, there's my menu. Where's my show dirt button again? Show dirt is tab. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, definitely feels like I have a little more control with the mouse. Got kind of stuck in the corner with the WADS keys. Let's see. That's sprint, that's jump. What did they say the crouch button was? Control. Yeah. Roguelikes are near impossible with mouse. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What is wrong with my move forward button? I don't know. Yeah, I know Souls-likes are also reputed to be very, very difficult with keyboard. I did see a video the other day where a guy beat Sekiro blindfolded, and he used keyboard and mouse specifically so that he could walk in a perfectly straight line and know exactly where he was at all times. Which, blindfolded speedrunners are a special brand of crazy. Okay, and I can scroll through my nozzles with my mouse wheel. That is very nice quality of life. You never figured out WADs for movement? That would that would definitely make things more difficult, Amanda. Yeah, I because I played Mass Effect pretty much exclusively for like a decade. WADS keys are second nature to me for movement now. Although in this game I keep getting stuck and not able to walk forward, and I'm not sure why. No, that's not right. Control, that's what I wanted. You don't really understand speedrunners. I would not enjoy speedrunning myself because it's all about getting the perfect inputs at the perfect time. So, but for people who I feel like it's like being a musician, but for video games. If your thing is that you like performing a series of inputs very precisely at exactly the right times, then, you know, playing piano or speedrunning are both things that you might get into. Oh, Dragon Age has the click to move. I think I've heard that KOTOR also has that. Mass Effect does not have that, so I have always just done WADS keys. Yeah, I think mouse feels a lot more controlled for this. Speedrunning came out of exploits and memory overruns. Well, actually, back in the early days of speedrunning leaderboards, if I understand, because I actually wasn't, you know, I didn't get into following speedrunning in a big way until the last couple of years. But in the early days of like speedrunning leaderboards, a lot of them were like strictly glitchless. It was just about performing the inputs and kind of getting, you know, doing stuff that anybody could do if they like theoretically worked hard enough at it. These days, a lot of speedrun leaderboards are split between the glitchless version and you know, versions that use glitches, or like Breath of the Wild has one that's called like no major glitches, and it's like you can use fall damage cancel, but only to cancel fall damage. You can't use it to clip through a wall, or that kind of thing. But every speedrun community for each game has kind of their own different rules. And a lot of runners feel like something like arbitrary code execution, where you can just glitch to the end of the game. Some of them feel like it's less of a professional challenge. But, you know, for glitch hunters, obviously, and for a lot of speedrunners, it is, you know, that there's also an interest in that. So, you know, speedrun.com, which is kind of the main place that all the leaderboards are hosted these days, generally has a bunch of split leaderboards, and each community kind of decides, okay, we do this or that with the leaderboards. Let's see, how did I crouch again? That's control. There we are. Oh, the fascia is wood, so it probably wants a different... How did I change my... There's my inventory again. No cleaner attached. Oh, I guess I haven't really been using any of the cleaning liquids. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, the main speedrun route is based on abusing the physics engine to get a lot of the movement speed that you need to get through the game in less than half an hour. So if you're doing a glitchless or no major glitches Breath of the Wild run, you're like possibly using a horse to get around or something like that. It all kind of depends. Let's see. Okay, so this surface is kind of just filthy. I don't know why it keeps shutting off on me. I think it shuts off when it like clips into the roof a bit. Now, am I still... Yeah, I was still crouched. Okay. And work on the lichen here. Yeah, very, very soothing game. Very entertaining. I can definitely see the value. Let me get... Okay. There we are. Get the gutters a little cleaner. See if I can get this window. I feel like I'm going to take one step back and just fall off, but as long as I don't have... As long as I don't take health damage about it. I'm not sure how to clean this. Oh, took a big step back. Yeah, I enjoy watching speedruns. Oh, wooden trim cleaned. I enjoy watching speedruns because it's, especially ones of games that I either have played casually or have watched enough to know a bunch about, because it's this amazing, well, there I go. It's this amazing display of technical skill to watch a top runner work through things, but it's not something that I would personally enjoy doing myself, because I am not really big on hitting, the controls at the right moments. I'm very much a button spammy kind of player, and that is not what speedrunning is optimized for. Yeah, I think this game might be well worth $12.50, since it's like 100 levels, and if they're all this detailed. Very soothing, very calming. Let's try getting up here again, because I was trying to get the garage roof, and I think the front half of it, yeah, it looks like it's almost exactly half done. So if I get the back, I should be able to get a pretty good... Oh, there's still some lichen down there. Let's try the fancy little, let's see. Let's get down to the right level. I'm starting to get the hang of the keyboard controls. I think quicker than I was the controller controls. I mean, I was taught to touch type when I was, I think, like 4 or 5, as soon as my hands could span a home row. So I'm also just more, some 30 years more familiar with a keyboard as a general object. Let's see. Tab. That's some fiddly, finicky little bits. I like this. I think this is a fun game. I think I'm having fun with it. Even if I am having trouble standing up and like dealing with the slanty areas. You knew keyboard controls for Doom way before you knew home row. I should enjoy games. Yes, I should. Some of them are not very enjoyable to me, but I'm figuring stuff out. I am being very... I am experimenting with lots of different games and trying things and figuring out what I like. Very important process. You might have to pick up the demo and see if you enjoy it. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. I wish more games had demos because there are a lot of games that I don't really want to drop any money on, but if they had a demo, I'd be very inclined to kind of see if the gameplay is what I'm interested in. And this one, the demo may have pretty much just sold them a copy for me because I was not about to drop, $12.50 without trying it first. But this is very soothing, very interesting. I mean, I say interesting. It's the sort of game where I don't see myself getting stuck in a puzzle by not being able to figure out how to power wash a specific surface. And given just how bad I am at video game puzzles, that's kind of an important question. I don't remember who was here when I was trying to play Portal, but I feel like could not deduce that I needed to... Demos died when rentals got big. Rentals have now died back in favor of Game Pass programs. Doom using it to prove the information flow across a network setup. Yeah, you're not adventurous. I am generally not adventurous as a gamer. I'm being a lot more adventurous now that I have my streaming setup fixed so that I can stream again, because the more games I have that people want to hang out and, watch me stream, the more I can stream and the more fun I will have hanging out with people. So I'm like, sure, I'll try this, I'll try that. Let's see what happens. And there we go. And I am enjoying some things that I did not expect to enjoy, like the combat in Boyfriend Dungeon, which I did not expect to enjoy that kind of real-time dungeon crawler, but it fits my button spamming very well indeed. So I have not yet picked up Hades because I wanted to test Fallout New Vegas and Assassin's Creed today, so I was focusing on those. But I'm going to pick up Hades pretty soon, definitely before the end of the winter sale, and see how I feel about that, because the combat is definitely looks more intense than Boyfriend Dungeon, but as long as it fits kind of the way that I play similarly, I bet I could have a lot of fun with that. Tab. Man, there are more dirty spots on these roofs than I can really see with my eyes. So I'm hitting tab to make them light up, and because you'd think it was about 100%, but it's still got a lot of little dribs and drabs. I did great on Portal. I did so bad on Portal. I had to ask you guys to point out to me that, because I did not realize that I could walk over the portal gun that had 4 very large arrows pointing to it and pick that up. So I feel like that sets a new low for me as far as... Wait, why did I... Oh, wrong button. As far as just how bad at a video game puzzle can JT get. I mean, I did figure out several of the actual portal puzzles, but you guys were giving me so many hints, like when I asked for them. It was not... I keep hitting the wrong button. It was not exactly a tour de force of puzzle gaming. Okay, garage roof cleaned. Excellent. Now, how do I get up here? Hop. Okay, I hopped for a second. Try not to get stuck. I'm not sure if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, how did I rotate? How did I rotate that again? Heading out for a walk? Have fun, VQ. Streets of Rage. Yeah, button spamming. Sometimes button spamming is about all you've got. Let's see. Where was I? Rotate equipment with Z or X. Perfect. Okay, so that's not rotating. Okay. Yeah, Hades, if the combat is not too much harder than Boyfriend Dungeon, I am really excited to try out Hades and see if it's something that works for me. because that is something that I was really enjoying. Let's see. Okay, some little drips and drabs of dirt. Trying not to fall down again this time. Wooden trim clean. Yay! It's so satisfying when you get a new part cleaned and it does the little ding. Let's see. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to get at this window. I think I have to kind of hit it from sidelong. I love the way that the sound changes when it goes across different surfaces. That's so satisfying. Okay. You need to actually go sleep now? Yeah, sleep well, Amanda. Fun to have you in the stream. This has been very soothing. Awesome. Glad I could help. Yeah, it seems like a game that one would boot up and play a few levels to de-stress after a bad day at work. Dormer walls cleaned. Yay. Okay, let's fidget along here a bit so I can try to get a better angle on that. That is so difficult to get an angle on. I am so gonna fall off the roof again. Okay. This is so interesting to try and get the right angles on. It's a good level of like difficulty versus satisfying. Looks like you're the only one left and you can't stick around too much longer either. Yeah, I've been running for I think about 3 hours now, which is usually a good length of stream for me. If you want to kind of stick around just a bit longer, I think I'll try to finish this window and then save and call it a night, or figure out if I can save in the demo or whatever. But, you know, try to get this window and then call it a night from there. Window cleaned. Perfect. Now is the window, is the wooden trim here a separate thing? Because it still looks a little bit grimy. Let's check the menu and see. Let's see. Bricks, chimney. Windows, 1 of 8. Window frames, 0 of 8. Wooden trims, 2 of 21. So there is a lot of house left to clean. But we have this at about 30%. And let's see, window frame, I bet, yeah, there's dirt on top of there. I'm not sure how on earth I'm supposed to get an angle on it. Window frame cleaned. Okay, glad that was good enough. Alright, yeah, so I think I'll, now that I have kind of the garage roof, garage window, window frame, and I think all of the fascia around here cleaned, as well as the garage door. You can see that obviously there's more to do to clean the rest of the garage, but I think this is probably good for tonight. So let's see. Okay, I can see that I cleaned the van. Okay, there's my save button. It's thinking about it. Got a longer ladder. It looked like the ladder would only place in certain spots, so I haven't been shifting it around as much. Okay, so from here, no, that's just options. Yeah, I will go ahead and wrap this up. And yeah, that was really fun. And thank you for hanging out. I had a great time, even though I couldn't get all of the games working. But yeah, y'all have a or Sharpie, I guess you're the only one left. But you have a good night now, and I will see you some more later. Thank you. So let's go and end stream. Thank you very much.